All right, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Hold on one second. Had to add some light there. So, yeah, let's just before I start, I just want to tell a little story. Why the name? I think I shared it before. Why the name green? Well, green's my favorite color, but I also made some stories about Eric Eugene Green, the good old Eric Eugene Green. I'll just tell you the story about him. He was born December 7th, 1932, in London, England. So he really rebelled at a young age. He didn't like doing any kind of work, and his parents made him get a job and all this. And he just remembered being bossed around, like uh, he had to do all this work. And he hated it. He hated work. And so what he did was, well, he joined the military, and he's an interesting character. He joined the British Army, and he was summoned to Korea for the Battle of. I don't know if they really fought, but yeah, they did fight in Korea. Maybe they did, maybe they did. But for this story, Eric Eugene Green fought for the British Army in Korea. Now, he remembers around the time he went there. He remembered the American, because they were allies. The American Army, and the American Army had a bunch of players from the South. They had, Kentucky, Tennessee, and he liked their accent so much. To this day, he's like 89 years old, and he still does he still has the British. He's British, but he still has a Southern drawl. Talks like this. This British guy, he walks around with a Southern accent, United States of America accent. So he always admired that. So he keeps that accent. But really, the story of getting back to him hating work so much, he decided, I want to eventually not have to work. I want to be disabled. And he wants to get uh, his so he had a plan. He had a plan to uh, whatever. He had a plan to get his left leg blown off. So he had to put an X on his leg with a big huge sign, like poster, so the Korean soldiers could, hit his leg with shoot his leg off. So he got his wish, got his left leg blown off in Korea. But he again got the Medal of Honor, whatever the British valor is for military bravery. So he got the got the Purple Heart, wherever it is, the equivalent to the British Army Medal of Honor. And he was a national hero, so he got home and didn't have to work since he had his left leg blown off in Korea. So he's still alive today. And thanks to him getting his left leg blown off in Korea, he hasn't had to work. He makes 4,000 pounds a week. This is after taxes, not before taxes. He makes. So he makes bank. He makes really good money. He makes a lot of pound, And so to this day, since he hated work so much. So the moral of the story is, don't push your kids too hard, because they could wind up like Eric Eugene Green, a national hero. And anyway, that's the story of that. So that being said, that's your story time for that. In fact, that's what I'll do and update my video. So, that being said, I'll go to Google Earth. Okay, it was in Hamilton, Ontario mostly yesterday. I'll go a little downtown Toronto. Do some more street views. I did street views a lot yesterday. I only want to do about a half hour for tonight's stream. I also want to go to Germany too. Also. It's a GO Transit train. Yesterday, I was telling you about Toronto being the fourth largest city in North America. New York, Mexico City, number one in population. New York City, two. Los Angeles, three. Yeah, duh. And then Toronto, four. Chicago will be fifth, and Houston, Texas will be sixth. I mean, Toronto is a huge area, for sure. I was down there yesterday's stream. So I did a video about 6 months ago where I was maybe a little longer, 6, 7, 8 months, around that time. It was Duisburg. It's in Germany. It's right outside of Dusseldorf, actually right there north of. Lots of industrial areas of this town, city. Love it. This is just tip of the iceberg right here. Oh, it's like some kind of zinc factory or something. So we got to admire about a lot of these German cities. They have a lot of industrial areas, like an industrial heaven, an industrial smorgasbord. Hey, got some horses there. That's got to be some kind of nuclear facility. Maybe not, but Very quite interesting though. Yeah, but it's all essential stuff. And I could be totally wrong. It might not be a nuclear power plant. Just whatever it is, it's industrial, that's for sure. Very interesting households or structures in the houses. Town I live in, a lot of the newer houses, not all of them, but a lot of them just look like cookie cutter houses. It'll look very uninspiring. I mean, the majority, but there's some places that have 4-story houses that are on the southern edge of the city that I live in. It's mostly the west side. Part of the west side development is cookie cutter houses. a guy I work with, the guy I work with said that, and I'm like, I totally agree. Very uninspiring. A lot of the, I think, just what the heck? Now I'm on TV. Already got that figured. Oh. And that's, I would say that's probably about 75% of the newer houses in the town that I live at are cookie cutter houses. Part of it is because population is growing fast, so they want to just get the most simple houses they can, and that's not all of it. Again, there's the majority. Population grows, they're not just going to build a 4-story house, just build a simple 2.5-story house. Town I also live in doesn't have a whole lot of factories or anything. It's mostly nursing homes and hospitals and a lot of dental offices. It's very uninspiring. I'd rather live in a place like this. Lots of banks too, where I live at. Just why is there so many banks? And I saw on the news, my local news this morning, that they put 3 new banks up, southern edge of town. Can you put a fertilizer factory? Can you put a zinc factory? Can you put a steel mill or a corporate city that I live in? This is a thing of beauty. Of course, the town I live in, it's all about retail and nursing homes, hospitals, banks. Strip malls, bunch of strip malls. Got one meat packing plant, and that's about it. And that's about the size of like right here. nothing compared to these gigantic German cities that have way more factories and industrial areas. I know I'm going on and on about it, but it's the truth. Scrap metal yard right there in the dock. The town I live at has a scrap metal yard, but it's like just so tiny you can't even see it. It's right behind a gas chamber facility, pipeline facility. All right, now play a game of Zen Pinball Party.
Biolab.
A new creature is born. Splendid. Chamber pressure is on the rise. Mutation started. New leg structure invented. New body structure invented. Its brain signals show a hunger for learning.
Imbecile! Don't lose that!
A new creature is born. New leg structure invented. Hurry up.
Chamber pressure is perfect. Nurse, ready the clones.
Its neurotic pattern is twisted.
This setback is only temporary. The world shall be mine. It's time to awaken, my children.
New body structure invented. Its muscles are starting to react. New leg structure invented. Hurry up.
Imbecile! Don't lose that!
Terrific.
I should have built the time machine instead.
Thank you. Have a good night.